Hi there, sign of Pisces. This is Kim here to do your reading. Hope you guys are doing extremely well on what is a beautiful day in front of me. Let's get into your reading. We're going to do the breakthrough spread. So we'll focus on 6 spots, your pattern, the first one, the challenge to that pattern, and then your breakthrough card will be at the top of the pyramid. Number 4 will be your power card, 5 will be your outcome card, and 6 will be like the action that Spirit advises. I gotta take this jacket off, sorry. So, let's see, asking that your spirit guides, your spirit team join us for the sign of Pisces. These messages are for the highest good. Give me the card that represents Pisces pattern. Knight of Disc. Give me a card that represents their challenge. The Emperor. Okay, give me a card that represents the breakthrough for Pisces right away. Oh my lordy. Wow. Ooh, ooh. 4, your power. What is your power in this situation? What is the projected outcome or possible outcome, we could say? Page of Swords. Tell me about that action that Spirit would advise. Your 2 of Discs. Change. Hermit on the bottom in reverse wants you to, there's something about about committing to something, but it's going to involve you breaking a commitment. And so that's the issue. And why? Because Pisces, you're just wanting to be so damn reliable. I just want to be so reliable, so honest, so true. That's good. Wanting to be dependable all the time, but it's like that's what's being highlighted, is all the time, even if I don't know, something just doesn't make sense, because it ends up being more about control than what's really good for the situation. I don't know, something like that. Okay, so we are going to get clarifying cards for this. My coffee's too hot to drink. Okay. Tell me about the Knight of Disc for Pisces. This is your pattern. Just don't want to let, so being really kind, not wanting to let someone down. Not wanting to let someone down. So keeping your commitments. Temperance in reverse, 3 of Swords in the reverse, and 7 of Wands in the reverse. Let's let me do it like that. Zeke. I get the name Zeke. I don't know why I'm getting the name Zeke. That's just strange. Strange. Okay, so Temperance in the reverse with the 3 of Swords in the reverse with the 7 of Wands in the reverse. Something is not meshing well together. Either people aren't getting along, or there's a situation where the chemistry is off, like it's just not there. Chemistry's off. It's also like no more waiting on something to work out, if that makes sense. Because it's time, the pattern is like, instead of waiting on this and trying to be the dependable, honest one, there's a focus on letting go of any maybe third-party situation or gossip or sadness. Sometimes it's just sorrow, you know, represented by the 3 of Swords in the reverse. Seven of Wands in the reverse is a pattern of really not standing up and saying exactly how you feel because of not wanting to let others down. When how you feel let someone else down, you stop yourself. So we could have Virgo energy, Sagittarius, Libra, or Leo energies, possibly. For the pattern. So not standing up for what you want can lead you to this challenge. The Emperor is the card that, like, if you're in the power of the Emperor, you hold the strategy. You're the one that holds the strategy. You know how to move forward. You know what action to take. You don't need, it's like that message. You don't need somebody to tell you what to do. You know what to do in this situation. So finding your inner authority, but also exercising it in your external world. It's taking charge. There may be a challenge, power struggle, type of a power struggle. So what is your breakthrough? I don't think you want the same power that somebody else is wanting, if that makes sense. I'm getting the Four of Discs in the reverse as the breakthrough, which, if I, generically, if I just saw that card without using intuition, I would say that this has to do with losing attachment to an outcome, meaning being very aware of the need to control things. And so therefore, releasing control or outcome, attachment to the outcome might be necessary, but the way I'm reading it in your reading is that has to do with power. It has to do with feeling like you're not responsible for holding up the entire floor. You know what I mean? Like, if you feel like if you move one body part, everything's going to collapse. Either it's not that way, or there's somebody's going after something that maybe they think you're going after it, but you're not. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Also, I know we're not getting, well, we have Capricorn with that energy. And it is kind of like letting go of material possessions if necessary, like if you need to. Letting go of feeling like you have to hold on to anything at all because all is already yours. I hope that makes sense. Tell me more about the breakthrough. The Four of Discs. Tell me more about the breakthrough. Whoa. Stop pretending that everything is fine. That everything is fine in reverse is as a rebirth or something completely reinventing itself. And there is the Devil energy. So it is a balance. This is finding the strategy that is about finding balance and not being too attached one way or another to either a person or a certain outcome, because there's this no more pretending that everything is just fine. Okay. That's your main message. No more pretending everything is just fine. Capricorn, Capricorn. Possibly Gemini. Tell me about your King of Discs. Why is it in the reverse as your power? Because of the victory. Because of the victory. The Chariot. Because you saying no to a commitment is going to lead you to a victory. I don't know how, but I just know that if there's any kind of force or power struggle in the way, you asserting yourself and just, saying that, no, I'm not going to commit to this, not to whatever this is a power. Being able to pull out of a commitment is a power too. That could be a Leo energy. That could be a Taurus energy. Your power. Your power. The Six of Wands is also being recognized and seen and appreciated. Whether you're committed to something or not, you're still being seen as victorious anyway. So it's like, might as well stand up for how you feel, because you're already, like, it's your power. You're already going to be seen as victorious here. The Princess of Swords or the Page of Swords in this deck, it always reminds me of the Two of Swords, doesn't it to you? Like the Two of Swords. Now, it's the way that it came out is clearly like a challenge. So either getting information that you need is a challenge, or setting someone down and having a difficult conversation. And that difficult conversation might be, hey, I'm sorry I don't support this anymore. Or I'm not going to commit to this. That could be the difficult conversation. But so the outcome is going to be always these energies. What you do with them is up to you. So what you do with this is up to you. I would be careful for misinformation at this time. This is a next 48-hour reading for a pattern. So I feel like if there's a conversation that is needed, make sure like you don't overreact till you find out your own information first. The Two of Discs is your advice card from Spirit, which is change and decisions. And this I felt like was a decision too. Large and in charge with the Emperor energy. I mean, that looks really great. So there, and that is Capricorn energy also. So yeah, there's something about really letting go of your attachment to either an outcome or something like that that's gonna change everything. Tell me about the Page of Swords. Eight of Swords. And the way that it landed, you know, it's like I would stand up and say something, but I feel like I'm supposed to say this or be on this side because I feel like I'm obligated to. Something in me feels obligated or tied down to being responsible for what? For something that might not even be your power struggle, if that makes sense. So the outcome can be a little bit of like being in the headspace. Together, these are 10 swords. Time to walk away from something that is not fine. It is okay for you to break a commitment. And those are channeled messages for you. Tell me about the change then, about the Two of Discs. Tell me about the change for Pisces. The change is going to involve you letting go of some past issues or clinging to the past. It's going to require that instead of looking at the mess that was made, turn around and jump into the energy of grateful. And when you're in the energy of grateful with those Two of Cups, there's like amazing things that will happen or pop up as a new experience for you. And there's the Empress energy. See, you're being seen as being very wise, as being able to take care of others on a big level, but you're not responsible for all. I mean, it feels like, but there's something that you're taking responsibility for that maybe you're not responsible for. All right, that's a side note. Let go of clinging to the past is the message with the Five of Cups. It can also be that change is coming that's going to move you out of a period of mourning. You could have been, you know, coming out. This everything is fine, and the reverse could be you actually getting better after a time of mourning or loss or disappointment. I keep seeing like religious symbols, and I don't, you know, like Catholic or Methodist or something like that. I keep getting like the ornaments. I'm seeing like the ornaments for that stuff. I don't know what that is, what that has to do with. And smoke. Change. Some things are smoke and mirrors, but you can see right through. Scorpio energy, possibly. So give us some more advice here. The Hermit in reverse maybe means that you could, you know, do with a little bit more socializing. There might be even a person that wants to come into your life. Yeah, passionately. Once you, what do I say? Once you release the things that didn't work out, the things that hurt, or get past processing, some kind of mourning period, you have this energy. The Knight of Wands is a person that's coming in, can't be stopped, finds you irresistible, finds that you are that person that fuels their passion, and you feel the passion of them too. This person's wanting to come into your life, and they will be in it for, you know, a while. It feels like a very impulsive person maybe, but in a good like way. Very passionate about you. So I feel like that's somebody that you would meet once this energy frees up. Yeah. The Knight of Swords, because it's a seize the day energy. It's change, it's swift, it's coming in because there's something that you're really going to want. There's something that you're going to feel like you line up with, passionately line up with. So, Kipper deck. Let me see if my coffee is drinkable. There we go. Kipper deck. Kipper deck. There's that song, you know, his name's like August something. If they tell you this, they're lying to you. That's the song. It's da-na-na-na, they're lying to you. There might be something with misinformation, because that's coming through my head as I'm looking at that. Somebody not telling you the truth, lying to you because of being a false person. False person. Maybe not the real soulmate or person that has the same fire as you. You open up a pathway when you stand up for what you want, when you assert yourself, and you get yourself back out there so that you can see this wonderful pathway. Somebody's concerned. Number 33. Somebody is concerned here. And child. And child. Bottom of the deck, marriage, and it kind of looks like it's something that maybe you're redeciding some kind of commitment. Let's pull from this deck. This deck always gets me something that relates to the reading for you guys. So Pisces, let's pull from the Wisdom of the Ages, or Wisdom of the Masters. That's what it's called. Mindfulness of the feeling tone. Okay, I'm just going to explain what this is, because it's called Vedana. It is talking about mindfulness, being mindful of the things that you feel when you sense an object, and be aware that sometimes we have an automatic judgment at times, right? So it's about being really neutral. I take this card to be like feeling the tone or sensing what has gone on with an object. This can be some kind of ability. It comes across to me as an ability, but it is about accepting things as they are and trying not to judge something too harshly. So let's do a timing card for you and wrap this up. If you want a private reading, please contact me through the description box. You'll find my email address. Okay, 1, 2, 3, or 4, and whatever timing you want on whatever, it's up to you. That's what these are like in months, years, or no. So if you pick 1, I have less than a month. 2, I have 45 days. 3, I have 48 hours. And 4, I have 9 years. Gosh. That's what I got. Sending you love and light. Thanks for joining me, Pisces. Until next time, bye-bye.